I've been told by a lot of people during these seminars that they look forward to this every year because it's like a family reunion almost. It's the one time of the year where they get to see a lot of folks that they may have worked with in the past, and that they get to catch up with people, and it's just a fun event. And I have to agree, workers' compensation is really like one big family. There's a lot of people, but we all know each other. That's why we don't burn bridges in the industry. And it is a little bit like a real family. You don't necessarily pick each other. You love some, you don't like some that much, but we all do stick together, especially when people struggle. And unfortunately, over the last couple of weeks, we have lost one of our family members in the workers' comp community. Some of you may have known Michelle Bird. We lost her 2 weeks ago to cancer. As most of you may know, she started out in the industry about 20 years ago as an adjuster, and over the last several years she's been marketing for doctors. She passed away about 2 weeks ago with her family by her side. She's been struggling with cancer for about a year or maybe a little bit more. Some of you may not know, I actually knew Michelle probably 22 years ago. I was dating her cousin and I first met her. She was not even in the industry. But ever since then, she has called me cuz and tells everybody I'm her cousin. But she just treated everybody like family. And as you know, even her friends, she would do whatever she could to help you out. So I wanted to ask Garlana to come up here for just a minute and say a few words about Michelle, as well as tell everybody about an award she got really just a couple of weeks ago.
Good afternoon. My name is Garlana Matthews. I'm the president of Select One Network and Workplace Health Magazine. I would like to thank Rodney McCullough and MIJS for allowing me the opportunity to honor the memory of our dear friend, Michelle Bird. Michelle was more than just a dear friend. She was an integral part of our work comp family. Michelle has touched so many lives in our industry. Besides her work comp contributions, she inspired us to fight life's battles with conviction and courage. Michelle fought her medical battle with incredible dignity and grace. Along the journey, she touched the hearts of many through her incredibly positive attitude towards life and the people she met. Those of us that knew Michelle were inspired and proud to have known her, and she will always have a special place in the hearts of her work comp family. I was recently appointed the director of the Georgia Workers' Comp Association, and I had the honor to recognize Michelle for her contributions to GWCA. Michelle received the very first Volunteer of the Year award at the annual GWCA Spring Conference in Jekyll Island. We have decided to name this award the Michelle Bird Volunteer of the Year Award for future recipients. I have a special poem that I would like to share with you in her memory. This poem is for our dear friend, Michelle Bird. Valuable is the work you have done. Outstanding is how you always came through. Loyal, sincere, and full of good cheer. Untiring and firm in your efforts throughout the years. Notable are the contributions you have made for others. Trustworthy in every project you decided to take on. Eager to reach your every goal. Effective in the way you fulfilled your role. Ready with a smile like a shining star. Special and wonderful is what your workers' comp family will always remember. Thank you.
Thank you, Garlana. I also want to thank the staff that is here from our office at Moore Ingram Johnson Steele. They logged hundreds of hours putting this together over a 6-month period. And all come here as well to make sure everything goes as planned. There's a lot that goes into this, and we really appreciate them. We appreciate all the sponsors that are here with us. As you've seen, there'll be a break. Please stop by their tables, say hello. They all bring great trinkets to take home, and so we appreciate them helping us out as well. And of course, the attorneys in our office, I don't know if they're in here. They may be in a side room eating lunch, but we will try to introduce them at the end since I don't see anyone in here right now. Also, I wanted to thank the state board and their support and willingness each year to come here and update us on the State of the Union at the state board and interact with you guys who are out there, working hard on the front lines every day and making the system work as well as it does. So for the chairman and some of the directors and judges to come by, we really appreciate it. And please take an opportunity to stop them, ask them a question, give them feedback. If you don't like something, talk to them. They are very easy to talk to, always receptive, and truly want to solve problems. We have Chairman McKay up here to my left. I think we've got Judge Benson right back at this pole, and Judge Chastain, is he in areas raising his hand right here? I didn't know whether Judge Drew, I think, had court this morning. Is she here? She made it. Okay, great. Judge Drew is back here by the door with Perry. Is that everybody? Did I miss anybody?
That's everybody.
Okay, thank you. Just a couple of housekeeping issues before I turn it over to the chairman. First of all, for anyone here that is getting their CEU hours, you will get your entire year's worth, 15 hours, because this is a joint home study course that we're putting together with this and we've got approved. You must take a test and you must pass that test to get your credits. So please make sure you've got a packet, the big envelope. In there is going to be your test. There's probably two. There's one for the general credits and there's one for ethics. You can work on that test during the seminar. That's perfectly fine. But at the end, make sure that you turn that test in and that you fill out all the information and put your number on it. If there's any problems, see the ladies out at the desk, but make sure you turn it in so that we can grade them all and provide you with your credit. Parking, if anybody parked in the bar's parking deck, make sure that you take your parking ticket and get one of those little stickers. Parking is paid for by us and our sponsors, as long as you park here in our deck and get one of the stickers on your way out. Finally, any of the lawyers that are here, you'll have to do the same thing. I understand we used to just write the bar number on there. And following our test, which will be around 4 o'clock after everybody's gathered up, we are having a happy hour over at the Glen Hotel, which is right next door. Beautiful location in the lobby there. We used to have it here, and to be honest with you, they changed insurance and have new requirements on serving alcohol. And while we may be able to bring it back and jump through the hoops, we didn't have enough time this year to meet all the requirements. So anyways, we're gonna go next door, and so everyone is welcome to come over there. What I would do, and I believe my wife is gonna go over early and set it up, but if you'll just leave your name tag on from the seminar, I'm gonna tell them they'll be able to identify who's with us by that. If you didn't get one, go out to the desk during a break or something and get one. But when you come over, you can just tell them to put it on the MIJS or my tab, and they'll be able to identify you and make sure you get what you need.